Mr. Anderson, welcome back to a Prince Nate review. Today we're going to be looking at which I can't do a Agent Smith impression. We're gonna cut that right there. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I have something pretty special for you. As you can tell by the background here, we are talking about the 1999 classic directed by the Wachowskis, The Matrix. So that's right, put on your leather jackets and get ready to dodge bullets in slow motion. The Matrix has turned 25, which means it is now old enough to rent its own car.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream world and the real world?
This film has not only revolutionized action movies, but film overall and the culture as we know it. From the choreography down to the soundtrack, this movie is a touchstone that will be studied until movies are no longer even a thing. I remember the first time I watched The Matrix, my brother had it on in his room, and I remember going into the room and being mesmerized by what was on the TV. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. As far as original ideas go, you really don't see much stuff like this anymore. Overall, the past 25 years, so many movies have just been trying to duplicate what was done in this film. The idea, or lack thereof, in Hollywood has really shown because such a amazing touchstone was created with this film. One thing that really still sticks out to this day for me is the cinematography done by Bill Pope. If you scroll down his IMDb, you will be shocked with movies that are so all over the place but make so much sense, like Darkman, Team America. He did Spider-Man 2's cinematography, Baby Driver, and one of my personal favorites, The Army of Darkness. How cool is that?
Groovy.
This dude is like, you hit shuffle and he's done it. He added such a dimension to this film where it's almost like a split path. When they're in the Matrix, there is such a dreamlike sequence. You feel like the walls are almost closing in around you. Like this fake reality, this bland, cold reality is one thing away from crumbling. And then cut to the real world, this grimy, very post-apocalyptic scenery. It feels like a completely different movie. And also too, when it comes to this movie, the way he shoots action overall, be it gunplay or hand-to-hand combat, it really makes the audience feel like a character in this movie. And that's an incredible compliment, because so much of this movie is that action set piece, and it makes you feel like you are embedded right in this film with those other characters. Speaking of the characters in this film, a lot of people, when they bring up The Matrix, the one thing that they'll say is the performances given by the main actors is very wooden. I don't tend to agree with that. I think that's very on purpose. In my opinion, The Matrix, not the film, the actual Matrix world, is supposed to feel, also too, if you feel rattling around, my cat is playing with my light rig. The Matrix overall is supposed to feel like this very artificial world. Like what you're seeing is not quite our reality. So the people that live or operate around this are going to be very different. I think Keanu Reeves, this is an all-time performance for him that wouldn't be topped until about 16 years later when he made John Wick. He puts his all into his movies, and I don't think it's a fair assessment at all to call him wooden. Where his line delivery might be a little out of the ordinary, we'll say, his stunt work, his overall dedication to whatever role he does, you have to give to him. He, from what I've seen, is one of the hardest working guys in Hollywood. Personally, I have to talk about this. One of my other favorite performances, I mean, you have your Morpheus played by Lawrence Fishburne. He does amazing. This is obviously the film you think of when you think of Lawrence Fishburne, and very well deserved, because he in this film is that patriarch, I think that backbone figure, along with Keanu Reeves. If Lawrence Fishburne's Morpheus does not work in this, there goes the whole movie. There's my cat. You have to look at some of the background characters, and there's one character that sticks out so much in my opinion, and that is Cypher, played by Joe Pantoliano.
Surprise, asshole. I bet you never saw this coming, did you? God, I wish I could be there. When they break you, I wish I could walk in just when it happens. So right then, you'd know it was me.
You gave them Morpheus.
He lied to us, Trinity. He tricked us. If you would have told us the truth, we would have told you to shove that red pill right up your ass.
He is fantastic in this role, along with every single other role he has played. You want to talk about doing a deep dive into an IMDb search? I looked, he plays in over 160 different movies and TV shows. This dude is working. He is one of the best character actors I've ever seen, and he really needs to get the credit that he deserves. He has so much fun in this role, and what I know him best for is Ralph Cifaretto in The Sopranos, where he is this unhinged gangster and has some of the best lines I have ever seen. And I might, when I'm editing this, edit some of Ralph's lines into Cypher's lines just to make myself laugh.
Hello, Trinity.
Cypher, where's Tank?
He had balls as big as an Irish broad's ass. You know, for a long time, I thought I was in love with you. I caught the clap from some hippie broad I was fucking.
I just wanted to point that out there. His performance is chef's kiss. I love it so much. Joe, if you ever see this video, which you won't, I love you, buddy. I would love to meet you one day.
Don't get fucking filthy about it.
Guys, I could go on for hours and hours talking about The Matrix and drum up stuff that has been said to death. The Matrix is not only one of the greatest action movies of all time, it's one of the greatest films of all time, for the sheer reason that it is so revolutionary and it has inspired so many directors, actors, cinematographers to say, let me pick up a camera and see what I can do in this space. I know that is true because it's what it did to me. What the Wachowskis, Bill Pope, that whole crew was able to create was like lightning in a bottle, in my opinion. Where were you when you first saw The Matrix? What did it make you feel? Did you think it was going to have this crazy impact when you first saw it? Did you see it in theaters? I want to know. This video, because it's the 25th anniversary of not only The Matrix, but as one of the greatest movie years of all time, 1999, I want to do a series. Every Friday I want to come out with a movie that came out in 1999 and talk about the impact that it had on the mass and on myself. I was very young in 1999, but that year had great personal effect to me. I want to start talking about my local Blockbuster and my local Hollywood Video that used to be right down the road from my current house. Next week, I'm going to be going over an all-timer for me. That is The Iron Giant, directed by Brad Bird. Let me know your thoughts on that film. I want to hear your stories about it, along with this one. Until then, guys, if you're going to select the blue pill or the red pill, be safe with it, because you might end up in the real world, which is very slimy. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you. Until next time, I love you.